Tonight, on 360, we are looking at something that affects millions of us: air travel. It used to feel different, maybe even exciting. Now, for so many, it just feels stressful. You book a ticket, you pack your bags, you think you know the rules. But the rules are changing, they are changing fast, and they are changing in ways you might not expect. Airlines are businesses, and they are constantly looking for new ways to manage costs and increase profits. This means the fine print on your ticket is more important than ever before. It holds secrets that can cost you time, money, and your peace of mind. Let's start with something you probably have with you on every trip: your carry-on bag. For years, the rules were pretty simple: one small suitcase and one personal item. But that is changing. Airlines are getting much stricter about the size and weight of these bags. They are cracking down, and it is causing big problems for passengers at the gate. We saw this happen just last week. A college student was flying home for the summer. Her carry-on bag had fit on dozens of previous flights. But on this day, the gate agent said it was too big. She was forced to pay an extra $90 to check her bag at the gate. She was shocked and upset. She told us she felt targeted. It was money she did not have. This is not an isolated incident. It is a new strategy. Airlines are making the dimensions for carry-on bags smaller. They are enforcing the rules without mercy. The key takeaway here is to check the rules before you pack. Go to the airline's website. Find the exact dimensions for carry-on luggage. And we mean the exact dimensions, including the wheels and the handle. Measure your bag carefully. If it is even a half-inch too big, you are taking a risk. You have your ticket, it has a seat number, it has a boarding group. You might think that secures your spot. But a new trend is emerging that is causing a lot of confusion and frustration. It is called basic economy. These are the cheapest tickets you can buy. And they come with a long list of restrictions. Let's look at a real-world example. A family of 4 booked what they thought was a great deal on a flight to Orlando. They bought basic economy tickets to save money. When they got to the gate, they were assigned to the last boarding group. By the time they got on the plane, all the overhead bin space was gone. They had 4 carry-on bags, all of which met the size requirements. But there was nowhere to put them. The flight attendants had to take their bags and check them. The family was worried their valuables would be lost, and they had to wait at baggage claim after a long day of travel. This is the reality of basic economy. The ticket gets you on the plane, but that is about it. The low price comes at a cost, and that cost is convenience and certainty. So what can you do? First, understand what you are buying. When you see a very low price, look closely at the ticket type. If it says basic economy or light fare, read the fine print carefully. If having your bag with you is important, it might be worth paying a little more for a standard economy ticket. There is a well-known rule in air travel. It is called the 24-hour rule. Most travelers believe it means you can cancel any flight for a full refund within 24 hours of booking. This rule has been a safety net for people who make a mistake or change their minds quickly. But like so many things, this rule is becoming more complicated. The rule, which comes from the Department of Transportation, has a big exception. It only applies if you book your flight at least 7 days before departure. We spoke with a man who booked a spontaneous weekend trip. His flight was in 3 days. He made a mistake with the return date. When he called to fix it just 2 hours after booking, the airline told him it would cost $200 to change the ticket. Frequent flyer programs. They promise a world of rewards, free flights, upgrades, and special treatment. But there is a disturbing trend happening with these loyalty programs. The value of your miles is shrinking. Airlines are quietly changing the rules. They are making it harder to redeem your points for the flights you actually want. We heard from a woman who had saved American Airlines miles for 5 years. She wanted to fly her family to Hawaii. She had enough miles based on the old system, but when she went to book, she was shocked. The airline wanted almost double the miles she expected. The flights she could afford with her miles were at terrible times. They had multiple layovers. She told us she felt betrayed. So the rules are changing and the system can feel like it is working against you. But you are not powerless. You can take control. The key is preparation. Being a smart traveler today means doing a little homework before you even start packing your bags. It is about creating a pre-flight checklist, a simple routine that you follow every single time you book a trip. First on your checklist, read the fare rules. Before you click buy, find the details of the ticket you are purchasing. Is it basic economy? What is the cancellation policy? What are the baggage fees? Most airline websites have a link that says fare rules or details. Click it. Next on the list, measure and weigh your bags. Do not just guess. Get a tape measure and a bathroom scale. Look up the specific carry-on and checked baggage dimension and weight limits for your airline. Remember to include the wheels and handles in your measurement. Finally, your checklist should include reconfirming everything 24 hours before your flight. Check in online as soon as you can. This is often when you will get your seat assignment. It also gives you a chance to catch any last-minute schedule changes. The world of air travel is more complicated now, there's no doubt about that. The rules have shifted, the game has changed. It is easy to feel frustrated, it is easy to feel like the airlines hold all the cards, but we have seen tonight that this is not entirely true. Information is your most powerful tool. Understanding these new rules is the first step toward becoming an empowered passenger. The stories we have shared are cautionary tales. They are warnings about what can happen when you are caught off guard. A surprise baggage fee, a last-minute seat separation, a worthless pile of miles. But these do not have to be your story. Every problem we have discussed tonight can be avoided. It takes a little extra time, a little more attention to detail, but the peace of mind it brings is worth it. So, do not let these changes discourage you. Do not give up on exploring the world. The joy of visiting a new city, of seeing family and friends, of experiencing a different culture, that has not changed. That is still worth the effort. So go ahead, book that flight, plan that adventure, but do it with your eyes wide open. Be prepared, be informed, be empowered. Travel is a wonderful thing. And with the right information, you can navigate the new rules of the sky and make every journey a great one. Keeping them honest starts with you. Travel smart.